Destiny. I really like Destiny. She's really cool. We have a lot of fun together. Me and her can joke around, and you know, we like Dana too. So there's nothing really bad to say about it. So I don't have a problem with it, because you can still be friends with your exes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, some people don't know this, but she's also friends with some of her exes.
Yeah.
They just don't live near here, so she doesn't hang out with them, but if they did, then she would.
Yeah. We might pop in and say, hey, how you doing? How's life going? And, you know, that's about it.
So Dora3305 asked, do you have any contact with your family? Dora. So I'm assuming that this question is just directed towards me, because we talk a lot about Becky's family, very close-knit family. So I have really good news, actually, about my family, so I'm very happy for this question. My dad recently contacted me, and it was a really great conversation. He told me he's been sober since September, and for him, that's... I don't want to get emotional, but for him, that's amazing. For my mom, she's still sober. It's been 2 years now, and for both of my parents to be sober... They're not together anymore, but for both of my parents to be sober at the same time is like, I feel like I'm living in like a dream. And I'm currently still not in contact with her, because in the past, I'm known for being brutally honest, and for when my mom used to do drugs, it's something that I would bring up a lot, and I'd want to fix her, and I wanted to be the one to change her. And because I knew she could do just so much better, and I knew that it was possible for her to get clean, so I was very much the person to try to fix her even at a young age when I shouldn't have. And I think she knows that I like to be serious and stuff, and I think she just really wants to focus on her sobriety without me right now. But my mom's birthday was February 7th, and I sent her some gifts. I sent her this shirt that said sexy, strong, and sober, and I sent her a bangle. Baby, you're just like...
Yeah, I know. I seen the picture that her aunt sent her, and her mom looks amazing. She really does.
Yeah, I sent her a bangle that said, Mom, I love you, and I sent her these little blessing cards, because she does believe in God now, even though she tried to raise me as atheist, but she does believe in God now. So I'm not currently in contact with her, but my aunt and I... we are in contact. We've been talking a little bit here and there, and she tells me how my mom's doing and stuff, so that makes me happy.
My allergies today. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. And then my brother, he is out of prison, and he's currently in rehab, and he called me the other day because he was watching some of my videos, and he was just bawling his eyes out. He was watching them with some of his friends, and they were like, call your sister, let her know, because he actually was watching the video that I made about my past being abused in a relationship, and my past being abused by him, and he said it made him very emotional and sad, and he wanted to call me and tell me that he was sorry, and that it was just very like, I don't know, sometimes you just need to hear that people made mistakes in their life, and that they are sorry, and that, I don't know.
And I heard the whole conversation, and he did say that, if you want me to make a video, talking about what I did, I will. And
I was like, no, my God. But he loves that I do YouTube, and we're planning on seeing each other, and like, he's like, I totally want to
help me sweep a room.
It's just, we're never in the mood to clean at the same time. Like, nobody, even Eric and Ricky, like, none of us.
You can edit this out, but you're never in the mood to clean.
I'm not editing that out, because it's true.
You're never in the mood to clean. I need you to get a little bit in the mood to clean.
The time I like cleaning is when I'm like super mad about something, because it's so therapeutic. Katie Early asked, what movie title best describes your life?
Oh God, there's so many movie titles. So how do you work that into your life? I'll tell you, my favorite movie is Anchorman, but my life is nothing like Ron Burgundy's.
No, we're just going with the title. We're not talking about the actual movie.
I can't think of one.
Me neither. And you're like the movie queen, so that's kind of weird.
Queen of the Damned. I don't know. Donnie Darko. I see this giant rabbit that I talk to.
Baby, it's not about... Oh my God, it's about the title. Like, if we were going with a show, it'd be like The L Word or 600 Pound Life.
We are not that cool. We're still not that cool. No, I'm kidding.
Lammer Barbecue asked, do you like Fifth Harmony? I like some of their songs.
No. Not my thing. I listen to a lot of different things, but that's just not my thing.
XO Wonderlust TTXO asked, has Becky ever had any paranormal experiences? She has, and I think we should talk about those in like a different video.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to make this too long. But I think in like a vlog, you should do like a little mini like...
We have plans.
Becky's story time.
Yeah, I want to talk about my Christian school days. I want to talk about my paranormal experiences.
Her coming out story is pretty great.
I do want to do my coming out story. It's just we need to literally schedule what days we're going to do that on, and she'll literally do it.
Yeah, literally. Literally,
So, hey, there's people walking.
Hi, people. Rebecca HHDS1 asked, does Amberlynn's weight ever bother Becky?
No. I tend to walk faster. So she kind of gets left behind sometimes. So I have to stop, slow down, and then she catches up.
Unless I got tennis shoes on.
Yeah.
Don't lie. Gamer.o asked, what's your favorite Disney movie?
Pocahontas.
That was really fast.
Yes, it was.
I'm going to go with Alice in Wonderland. Nicole K. Hollill, F1. Oh, that's a 5, not an F, excuse me. 5-1.
What?
Has Rafe tried apologizing to you guys?
No.
Nope.
And I don't care if she does or not. I'm not talking to her.
I'm kind of back and forth, and that's just me being honest.
Yeah, because you're like super forgiving, and I also am very super forgiving, but it's been too many times. Y'all don't know about all them other times, but it's been too many times.
That doesn't say
Wait,
Margie.
hold on. I just want to touch on that. Well, just one more time. I forgive her in my heart, but I don't think I could ever be friends with her again. As bad as that still does hurt.
Morgie Baby 14 asked, does Becky ever cook for you? So when we're eating healthy, I don't want her to cook for me. I'm very picky. Picky probably isn't the right word. I'm very just... I need to know what's in my food when I am eating healthy and trying to have a healthier lifestyle. I'm not trying to be rude.
I'm a more picky person.
No, I'm not talking about food-wise.
Right.
And she's not even that picky. She acts like she is.
I like
true,
broccoli, and I
Baby,
absolutely hated that broccoli slaw you put in something. And I'm just like, I like broccoli. That is disgusting.
And that's why I'm never going to cook it again.
Yeah, that was gross.
Becky was raised to cook unhealthy. I'm just saying.
No, we weren't.
She's not very good at cooking healthy, and I'm not saying I'm Gordon Ramsay at healthy cooking. I'm not.
He's the best.
I've done the whole healthy cooking so much that I'm very like used to the healthy cooking, and again, I'm not the greatest, but I just like to know what's in my food. If we're ever eating unhealthy and she wants to make some spaghetti, like sure.
I'm so good at making spaghetti.
Things like that. So no, I do the cooking around here. And I just hope that she'll do the dishes afterwards. So it's...
And I always do.
Half and half. Hope Doesn't Float said, do you believe in God or a higher power?
Yes.
I'm agnostic. I'm not going to really go into details about that.
Even though somebody was arguing with you, that means you're atheist. No.
No, I'm not agnostic.
Read your facts, buddy.
I'm just agnostic. I had an accent. That was weird. Vanessa Fabre asked, what happened to looking for a place of your own? So my initial thing was I was moving here because I was having a hard time finding a place for all of my animals. I was wanting to be near Becky because we were hours apart. I was hours apart from anybody who remotely even cared about me in the slightest. And I was very secluded, and I felt like I was in a cage. I was literally trapped. I was very uncomfortable. I felt unsafe.
Very alone with just a few animals.
Yeah, I mean, my animals are everything to me.
Well, yeah, I love your animals too, but it's just, they don't talk back. And if someone barges into your house, the most they're going to do is want to be pet on.
That's a lie. Twinkie would kick your fucking
Twinkie
ass.
will bark. She ain't going to bite.
See, the thing is, when a stranger comes in here, Twinkie goes crazy. And she doesn't bite. You guys know the whole story about that. Now I have all my pets, and that makes me so beyond happy. So I have no reason to move in this very moment. I do catch myself looking for places to move to. And I always like show Becky randomly. I'm like, oh, look at this place. This place is cute. Because I don't want to have a roommate situation my whole life.
Well,
I'm 27 years old and it's fun. Like, it's honestly super fun to be living with not only your girlfriend, but you're living with friends. Every day, it feels like you're having like a slumber party in a way. Like, you're never bored. And I'm gonna be honest, even when you want time alone, you still don't get that time alone. So it's kind of like you just always have someone there, which can, you know, be bittersweet. But I don't know. There will be a time when we do move, but it's not happening now. Because I have my animals, I have my girlfriend, I have my pets, I have my own room, I have my own bathroom, I have my own living room, I have my own space for things. And this place is a big house and it needs lots of loving, and I'm part of that loving, so.
And I'm saying, you know, even whenever we do decide to, you know, branch out and move in our own place one day, I'm still gonna very much want Eric and Ricky in my life. So.
What does that have to do with it, baby?
No, I'm just saying
they're your like they're your family.
You guys are still gonna be seeing them.
Oh yeah.
So don't worry about it. You know, one day whenever it does happen,
Becky's just afraid to leave them for
well, yeah.
Reasons.
They're my best friends.
Yeah. Monica143 asks, who usually says sorry first? I believe it's me. I feel like Becky doesn't say sorry. There's been plenty of
times I have said sorry.
I feel like you don't say sorry.
I do say sorry.
When?
There's been plenty of times that I have texted you or said, I'm sorry, and then you calm down.
Maybe, but I feel like I say it, like physically say it.
You might physically say it, but I physically show it.
Like, it's weird. I can fume for a long time. I can be mad for a long time, no matter how much you say sorry. But then there's another part of me where I can just get over something so fast. I'm just like, I don't fucking care. It's weird. I can go both ways.
Especially if we're in the car and we argue about something, we'll not talk. And it's usually me sliding my hand over onto her thigh and just rubbing.
Oh, baby.
Just like...
My nose ring is itching my nose, so if you guys see me, yeah.
Can't believe you don't think I ever say sorry.
No, you do, but sometimes it's just me.
Sometimes it's just me.
Real relationship, y'all.
Yeah.
Heather Tennell asks, what's something you've always wanted to do but are scared to do? Easy for me, drive.
It is so fun. I love to drive. Well, unless I have my conditions. I love to drive if I know where I'm at, I know where I'm going. It's not dark and raining. Other than that, I love to drive.
That'd be true. Okay.
Getting on an interstate when it's raining and dark and you have shit windshield, you have crap windshield wipers.
Baby, it's not the windshield wipers. We got them changed. Something you've always wanted to do but are scared to do.
Oh, I want to skydive one day. I'm not really necessarily scared. Like, it's an amazing, like, thought.
That's so scary.
But I feel the moment I jump, I'm like, yep, I'm going to forget to pull that string. I'm going to smack into the ground.
Oh, God. Smegma Cereal asked, would you ever be a mortician? No.
No. I have this thing with touching dead things. I don't like to touch. I had a bird fell out of a tree one time and I tried to take care of it and it ended up dying anyway. And I didn't even want to touch it to get it out of the cage, so I just tipped the cage out and I'm like, I know that sounds awful. I just can't touch dead things.
Speaking of dead, Death Church asked, who are Becky's favorite bands?
I have so many, but I really like Brand New, Whitechapel, Pantera, Chelsea Grin. I like Sublime. I like very different bands. Like, I like a lot of 90s pop, a lot of 80s, like Joy Division, Depeche Mode. I recently started getting into the Misfits. Well, not really recently, but I would say last year. So
she listens to a variety of stuff, and
Deftones.
I've never not liked anything that you've listened to.
Are you?
$199.
I would just be happy to get below 200, or even down to, like, 210. I don't care to be a little chunky.
Can you imagine us both weighing the same weight?
I don't want to be. I will tell you this.
Can you imagine
No.
Me neither.
I can tell you this. I don't want to be a stick. I don't want to be
No, I don't like that.
Skinny.
And
I will tell you why. Yeah, sometimes you could be healthy. Sometimes it's very unhealthy to be skinny. But I dated I had a girlfriend one time.
Baby,
she's passed away.
Don't say this, it's going to offend them.
Why?
What you're about to say.
I just did not like how much taller she was than me. And she was really tall.
Baby, what? We're talking about her weight.
Yeah, no, okay. She was really skinny and really tall. So I had to look up, and whenever we would hug, it was like... Which I don't know why she was with me, because, you know, I was not much smaller than I am now.
You're beautiful, and you're cute, and your personality's on and popping. Listen, I don't want to be skinny because skinny isn't always healthy. You know, people always assume just because you're skinny, it means you're healthy. No, don't work that way. I like thick. I like chunky. I just don't want to be morbidly obese. And
right.
I mean, even if I was morbidly obese, like a little bit, because 199 would still be considered morbidly obese, but it'd be a lot better than where I'm at now. DGDBREE, so like DGD Bree asked, why don't you shop at Target? Honey, if there was a Target anywhere remotely close to me, I would live in it.
I am so thankful that there is not a Target close to here, because we would be broke.
I love Target. And the only reason why you guys see me at Walmart is because it's open 24/7. And it's the only store around here that has everything you need, whether it be pads, clothes, food, shoes, books. It just has everything right there in one spot.
I don't see what's wrong with shopping at Walmart. What's wrong with it? I grew up on shopping at Walmart and Kmart, Rose's, Dollar General even. I don't see anything wrong with it. Yeah, it's cheap, but guess what? I'm not going broke having the things I need.
61612 asked, which one of your insecurities in the relationship? I think for me, this is gonna sound really dumb, but I think for me is like, I can't compare to, oh God, how do I word this? I can't compare physically to other girls. I feel like she will look at me and be like, why am I with her? Like, she's fat. And I know she can get better and more attractive. And
same thing could be said of you.
What? Riddles.
Y'all might not believe this, but Amberlynn has a line of people that would like to be with her.
Oh my God.
And send her things.
I know, I block.
Like yesterday.
Ew. Anyways, what's your biggest insecurity in the relationship?
Who, me?
No, Rarity. Rarity, what's your biggest insecurity in the relationship?
I'm going to be completely honest about it. People in my family have lost weight and left their significant others because they thought that they could do better. Ow, Rarity. You're already gorgeous. And people have said before, when she loses weight, she is going to be banging. And it's true. Like, you are going to be like, whenever you look the way you want to look, you're going to have confidence out of this world. And all I'd have to do is one thing wrong to piss you off. And you just be like, you know what? I'm too good for this. Bye.
Baby, come here. I love you.
I love you too.
For a minute there, I thought, oh my God, have you been out of the frame this whole time?
No. I don't think so.
I hope not, but I love you.
I love you too.
Whether I'm skinny, fat, tall, short, I have 5,000 zits or 2,000 wrinkles, or I'm a model, I'm never leaving you.
I think my insecurity is even worse than yours because I also have this fear of, even though you say you're a lesbian, pretty much every girl I've ever been with has left for a man. So
yeah,
even though the two that said they were lesbians.
Baby, I try to tell you over and over that's not me. But she won't listen. And I think a lot too. There are haters out there who don't think I'm a lesbian. I'm sorry, but I can't fake being a lesbian for almost 10 years now. Like, it's just, no. If I wanted DICK, I would have DICK. I'm remotely, what? I'm repulsed. I'm repulsed by DICK.
And people are gonna be like, it's because neither one of you've had it. We've experimented with men, and it's not for me.
Yeah, and there's a lot of there's more guys who like girls my size than there are girls who like girls my size, if that makes sense. I'm a lesbian. Don't worry, I'm not like your exes.
I know. And I'm also not like your exes.
I was just about to say that.
Remember that.
Girl, this is like some real life shit.
I've made fun of her so much to the point where, like, she wants to go see 50 Shades of Reid so badly. And I made fun of her so
to bash other people online.
Right, and
it's not possible.
With that, I want to say something. I seen a
God,
comment.
I hope you are in the freaking View.
I don't. I haven't been reading a lot of comments lately because, you know, I don't feel like dealing with the negativity. But there have been people who will say, well, I'm not hating on you. I'm sorry if it comes off that way. I'm just trying to, you know, give my opinion. And me telling you how to live healthier is, you know, not hate. Okay, there are comments out there who are literally just trying to help.
Good advice.
But at the end of this one comment that was saying exactly that, called you a fat bitch or a cow.
I'm not surprised.
Or nasty cow or something like that. That's not hate. Oh,
it's okay.
That's so sweet.
She gets heated. I
do because that's literally hate, you guys.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna choose to ignore it. I don't think I'm gonna be going into the comments.
Lately I've only been doing comments for comment of the day, and that's really the only time I look at the comments because I'm just over it. Next question is from Kawaii Ninja Cat. When was the moment that you guys realized you loved each other? So
I feel like we talked about this.
Me too, but I forget.
I remember.
It was like for me, it was an overall, a census. Is that even a word? Probably
census
not.
Is like, you know,
it was an overall
not the word
thing. I realized I loved so many things about you. Like, I loved this about you. I loved this about you. I loved how you looked when you did this. Like, I loved this about you. And then...
So, you mean periodically you started falling?
No, remember when I wrote you that thing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was periodically. But when I wrote it all out and I realized I love so much about you, and like when I'm away from you, like it's just so hard for me, and I'm like always thinking about you, and like your feelings to me are becoming more important than mine. That's when I realized.
For me, it was just where I've been hurt so much and so deeply. I really blocked myself hardcore from Amberlynn, but I knew I wanted her in my life. That probably was a little selfish, but I was very distant, and sometimes I would be a little, you know, just like standoffish. But one day we got into a really bad fight about it, and it's just like a brick and on the wall around my heart was pushed out, and just a little bit came out, and I was crying, and I'm just like, you know, maybe it is because I love you. And I was just like, and she's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I love you. And we were in a fight, and I was just like, yeah, I love her. Love this girl. I can't deny it anymore, as much as it might hurt me in the end, but...
You're gonna make me cry.
And, for me, I don't believe in love at first sight. I don't.
Unless you are a mother and you just gave birth to your child.
You made that thing. You made that baby. You made that life.
Or if you see a little puppy on the street. Hey, I have fallen in love with animals rather quickly.
But I'm just saying, you can't literally from across the room, oh my God, I'm in love.
Yeah, no, that's not possible.
Because let me tell you, you might be in love with their appearance, but that person could probably be the nastiest, meanest, ugliest person on the inside. They could be a serial killer, and you not know it. I don't believe.
She's going off on another tangent.
It's not real.
Talia ZZZ asked, or is that Talia 222? Either way, how is your weight loss going? It's going horribly, and we have a
weigh-in video.
Weigh-in videos with an S for you guys. So
it may be going horribly now, but it will start going good again.
Yeah. Kirsten Opal said, "What's your favorite thing about each other and least favorite?" So my favorite thing about Becky is her personality. I think she's super funny, and I love that she is family oriented. It's not even just with her family, but when she makes someone her family, like Eric and Ricky or me, she becomes very all about that life. I love that about her. Least favorite would be Sometimes she don't listen to me. I'm like talking and like...
I have a very bad habit of spacing out, and you guys have probably witnessed it in videos before. You're like, Becky doesn't look happy. No, that's me spacing out.
I do it too.
I just tend to get in a little rocket and travel off somewhere for a minute. I don't know why I do it. I just do.
Or like she'll take something a little bit too seriously. But that's about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad about doing that. But, I'll say my most favorite thing about Amberlynn is she knows how to make me laugh. Especially, there's been times that we have been literally in a hardcore heated argument.
Heated.
And then she'll do something that'll make me laugh. Like one time, not too long ago, we were arguing, and then she started being so ridiculous that even she started laughing about it.
That was great.
And I think that's how the argument ended. It's because it just got hilarious.
I think next time I'm just going to flash a titty.
Okay, I'm happy with that too. But my favorite thing about you is how you can just make me laugh. You just make me feel good.
Aww.
And
I think you as an individual, not us as a unit, but why do you think you as an individual keeps, in quotations, failing at this lifestyle change?
Well, I will throw this out there. I have been struggling with temptation. Like, I'm still doing my lemon water, you know, still loving it. But I have had soda lately. And I've been having the tea, the peace tea that's in the can. And I don't know if it affects me or not. But I feel like, you know, the kind of tea that you boil the water and then you put the tea bags down. I feel like that's better.
Yeah, it's better.
It doesn't taste better, but it is better for you.
100%.
So I'm just gonna have to go back to nothing but water and then occasional cup of lemon tea at night.
Are you saying that you think soda is what's making you fail? I say quotations fail because I don't think we're failing because we're still trying. You know, we're never gonna give up.
And the fact that where we've been at my sister's a lot, it's harder to keep with the healthy eating because, you know, my sister cooks dinner for us every now and then. She'll be like, you know, oh, you guys are helping me, and so I'm so grateful. Here, let me cook you a dinner. And it's just like, you know, it's hard to say no. And what we had recently wasn't too bad. The only really bad part about it probably was the fact that it was very high in sodium, and it was vegetable soup. So
and it had real hamburger in it.
She uses ground beef.
Yeah, when I'm on a weight loss journey, I don't use hamburger at all. Always ground turkeys, lean meats. But I wasn't really caring. That's the point. Like, we weren't really caring what we were putting in our mouth, so it didn't matter to us at the time. So,
I mean, I cared, but I didn't care the moment I was eating it. After I ate it, I cared. I'm just like, God, what am I doing? Yeah. But in that moment, I'm just like, you know, yum.
I think for me, the reason why that I'm failing is the obvious. I have an eating disorder. I don't care what anyone says. Like, you don't become this big just because you love food. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. It's something up here, and you know, I feel just like I'm controlled by my eating disorder. I feel like my eating disorder is stronger than me, and I'm just so tired of it, and that is why I have these books. I want to, you know, conquer this, and I don't know. I'm just trying. I am. Like, I enjoy eating healthier foods. I enjoy cooking it, and I just think that being too strict with myself is what makes me want to binge. It makes me want to eat all the hot Cheetos, all the chocolate, all the candy, and it's just,
because January was so hard. You craved everything, and time dragged by so slowly.
Because I was cooking very healthy foods for us, and they made us feel amazing. Sometimes I would only drop 3 pounds in 1 week, but that didn't bother me because I didn't feel sluggish.
Still dropping weight though.
Yeah, I didn't feel sluggish. My face was less swollen. I didn't breathe as hard. I had more stamina. Parts of my body didn't even hurt anymore, and it's because I took out all the bad foods from my diet, and I was healing myself, it felt like, and I felt amazing, but my body is addicted to the bad foods. So another question. I was giving you an eating plan that helped with something that you struggle with every day.
Right.
And it just, that little bit of information just makes me want to keep going.
And I know it was also the fact of you were barely using any salt. And if you did, it was the pink Himalayan salt.
Right.
And I know salt is my big issue with high blood pressure. It runs in the family, and I've had it, like, my family found out that I had it whenever I was a preteen at the dentist, and the dentist was like, "Oh, I can't put you under because your blood pressure's high. Did you know you had high blood pressure?"
How did he know that?
What do you mean?
That you had high blood pressure.
Who?
You just said I can't put you under because you have high blood pressure, and you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. And
how did he know?
Because they have to, like, take your blood pressure.
Oh, the dentist did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because I've never been under, so I wouldn't know that. Okay. I was like, wait, is there like a sign in your teeth? Like, I just got really confused.
No.
Okay. So 2 goals for me that I have this week is I want to cook most of my meals at home. I feel like that helps a lot. And if there is a time where, you know, someone invites us out to eat, because that does happen, her family will sometimes invite us out, or Eric and Ricky will sometimes invite us out. If that happens, which I hope it doesn't this week, if that does happen and we do go somewhere, I want to make sure that I stock up on vegetables, ask them not to cook with butter, you know, just make cautious decisions. And when that does happen, I want to vlog it. I want to vlog it, and I want to be like, you guys, I'm out to eat and this is what I'm doing. That's
some places have calorie count.
Oh, 100%.
Not every place.
A lot do. And if it's not in their menu, just Google it, because there's always a PDF. So that's one of my goals. And I think another one is to just read these. I really want to read these. And I've started, but girl, like, I haven't read that much. And so far, I'm digging it, and I just want to read. I want to read a lot of it. And I'm going to finish this one first and then read this one second. This one was actually recommended. Am I boring you, girl?
No.
I love you.
Random yawn.
This one was actually recommended to me by a subscriber. So if you're watching this, thank you. You know who you are. And this one, when I went to go buy this one on Amazon, this one popped up and I was like, huh. So that's why I have that one. Anyways, that is a ramble. So let's get to the actual weigh-in. I feel like, whoa, we've been talking forever. Yeah.
So last week, I'm pretty sure I weighed, what was it, 261?
I should have wrote that down, shouldn't I?
Yeah, but it's fine. This week I weighed 262.8. So there was a gain.
So here is Becky's weigh-in.
But I know why. I didn't eat like I should this week. I had soda. But that's still not that bad. It could be worse.
I weighed in at 494.0. So I'm about to weigh in for you guys, and a lot of people are saying, Amberlynn, like, you're rigging the scale, you're putting, I think it's called like a tier or a tear. I don't really know. I know it starts with a T. Something about how I'm like rigging the scale because it's that type of scale, but I just want to prove to you guys the power is completely off, and I am not going to edit this. I'm turning it on. I'm not doing any sort of settings at all. This is how it looked for Becky as well. And now I'm about to step on. I'm going to start weighing myself with my pants and stuff, but yeah, let's just do this thing. Is it?
Yeah, it finally stopped.
I'm really shaky for some reason.
It finally stopped.
Okay, it did?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means I also gained, I think I gained 3 pounds. That's because I wasn't eating healthy. I was eating out. I was struggling. I struggle really hard, like Becky said, when we go to her sister's house, because I feel weird cooking in other people's houses. So I use that as an excuse. Oh, let's go out to eat. But I recently bought a crock pot, which I'm so excited for because I'm going to be cooking my first meal in it. And I think what can make it easier for me is bringing my crock pot whenever we go to her sister's. Candy bars every night, and I was eating so many chips, and my body is addicted to the bad food, and I want it to stop. I want it to stop. I want to be addicted to vegetables and healthy eating and water. Like, that's what I want. That's what I want for myself and what I want for you. And So the next thing was, how do you feel about your weigh-in? Obviously, I'm very sad, but it's to be expected. So I have no excuses. It's my fault. So to the people who are always like, Amberlynn, you always have an excuse. I don't got one. How do you feel about your weigh-in?
I mean, from whenever we were doing really good, I think I got down to, 254? Mm-hmm. And that 262 isn't too far from it.
No, it's not.
But it's up. It went up. So, I mean, I don't want to see it go up. But that was a lot better than I expected. And that could also be due to the fact that I do still incorporate water.
It could be.
But I don't know what else it would be.
I just think you don't eat as much as I do, obviously. You don't sit there and gorge your face like I do. You know what I'm saying?
I can. I'll get sick.
So that's why I've gained so much weight, is because I'll sit there and just keep eating. That is a binge eating disorder. When you just continuously eat and eat, even if you feel sick, you just want to keep going. And something this is going to sound so bad. Something that I struggle with is I have depression. I want to numb myself. I get lonely. I want to numb myself. By numbing myself is to feel full. I want to feel something other than the pain I am going through, or the emotions I am going through. And something I've noticed, that when I'm not full, that means I'm hungry. I just want to constantly feel full. And it's like, when I'm off of my weight loss journey, I never have a chance to feel hungry, because the minute I stop feeling full, I want more food. And that's not normal up here. And that's why I'm trying to get help, and I'm trying to help myself, and I'm trying to be freaking honest with you guys about how I'm feeling, because who wants to admit that they just want to feel full 24/7? Who wants to admit that? Like, nobody. And I'm just being real, and I'm being honest, and I'm being raw. And I know when people hate when I say that for some reason, like all the little haters. Amberlynn being so raw, you guys, but I am. Like,
I like to see them be that raw.
I hate the word raw, though.
Raw.
That sounds gross.
Real. How about real?
Yeah.
Honest.
There are a lot of people who watch me who have eating disorders, and they'll message me in private and be like, I watched your new video when you talked about blah, 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 and I know exactly how you feel, and I wish more people understood. So do I. Trust me, girl. Or guy. But we're in this together. I'm here to talk to you.
Can I talk about something real quick?
Sure.
Like I've said so many times, you can't understand unless you yourself are going through it. You know, all these people who get on there, no, she just eating because she's big, blah, blah, blah. Look at her, the size of her. She is disgusting, blah, blah, blah.
I wish it was that simple.
You all don't know what she's going through. I don't know what she's going through. She don't know what I'm going through. She don't know what you're going through. And apparently, we all go through some stuff. No, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I have actually had my moments where, Amberlynn will have her dessert like not long after she's ate her dinner, and I'm like, how can she do it? I feel like I'm about to die right now. I can't put another bite of food in my mouth. But that's because I don't understand what she's going through. And then she's like, there's moments where she's like, how are you not hungry? We ate like 7 hours ago. And I'm just like, I don't know, because she don't know what my body's feeling.
Yeah.
So you just don't know what people are going through.
That's why it's just like, don't judge other people. Just don't. Like, what's the point? You don't understand where someone is coming from. Like, someone who has the opposite